Hello, good morning, students. How are you? In this class, we will go in fraction, but in fundamental operation, multiplication. You know addition and subtraction according to our previous class. Today, we are starting the third fundamental operation in fraction, multiplication. So, its name is multiplication of fraction. Okay, multiplication of fraction. Students, first of all, in 2 minutes, we should try to recall something. Multiplication. Multiplication. Okay, multiplication. Suppose that you are multiplying 2 and 2. Okay, here one is multiplicand, another is multiplier, and after finding the result, you can write here 6. So that is the product. This is the simple multiplication learned by you. You can do yourself. If anywhere, if you are writing minus 10 multiply 3, you can write easily minus 30. No problem. Because one is negative, another is positive. So minus plus is minus. This is the multiplication. This process is called multiplication. And they are called integer. They are called integer. You know better according to your first step. These are called integers, and this process is called multiplication. Now we should think about fraction. Fraction. You know about this word? Fraction? Fraction. When you are writing the integers in the form numerator upon denominator, that is fraction. Suppose that if you are writing 7 upon 10, here 7 and 10 both are integers, but you are writing in the form numerator upon denominator. So this is called fraction. Okay. If you are writing 7 upon 10 multiply 1 upon 2, it means you are writing double fraction here. Double fraction here, first and second. Okay, so they are called multiplicand and multiplier. They are called multiplicand and multiplier. Okay, and in this way, you should try to multiply numerator to numerator. Numerator to numerator. So 7 multiply 1 upon 10 multiply 2. Because you need the product. You need the product. Okay. Because there are two hints here. One is multiplicand, another is multiplier. Just like integer. 2 multiply 3. Okay. Just like integer, 2 multiply 3, 7 upon 10 is a fraction. 1 upon 2 is also a fraction. And you are going to multiply. आप multiply करने जा रहे हैं. Okay. And finding the product. Try to find the product. So how you can find the product? You should multiply numerator to numerator, numerator to numerator, and denominator to. Okay, in this way, you should write. Then you should think any one common divider. क्या ये दोनों किसी से डिवाइड होने वाला है? Any one common divisor here? Okay. If no common divisor, then you will multiply. 7 multiply 1 is 7 and 10 multiply 2 is 20. So 7 upon 20 is a product. Student, this type of multiplication in fraction is called multiplication of fraction. Okay, this type of fraction in multiplication is called multiplication of fraction. Okay, we are meeting together in the special time, so we should remember the major thing. Okay, this type of multiplication is called multiplication of fraction. Suppose that you are writing 12 upon 7. Multiply 7 upon 4. 12 upon 7 multiply 7 upon 4. Now think, 12 upon 7 is a fraction. 7 upon 4 is also a fraction. Okay, this is the multiplicand, that is the multiplier. Okay, understood? Very good. Now student, we should multiply numerator to numerator. Okay, so 12 multiply 7 upon 7 multiply 12 because they are denominator. Now we should search the common divisor. Common divisor, that is called in Hindi किससे कटेगा? Common divisor, that is called in Hindi in your village किससे कटेगा? तो कटना मरना छोड़ना है और वर्ड याद रखना है क्या? कॉमन डिवाइजर. ओके, कटना मरना छोड़ देना है. आज से हम लोग ऐसा नहीं कि गांव में बोलता है किससे कटेगा, डोंट माइंड इट, किससे कटेगा. तभी बोलता है काट दो, 7 7 कट गया. भाई कौन सा कट गया? इस सबको भूलेंगे, याद रखेंगे. कॉमन डिवाइजर. Take these two are fraction and we are multiplying these two. Okay, so one is the multiplicand, another is the multiplier. After multiplying we get the result, that will be product. So after writing in this way, take my finger, we should select the common divisor, the number which can divide numerator and denominator. Okay, that is common divisor. So 7 is the common divisor here. 7 is the first common divisor. 7 1 ja 7, 7 1 ja 7. Now any more common divisor? Yeah, 4 is the common divisor. 4 can divide 4 and 4 can divide 12 also. So 4 is also a common divisor. Here 4 1 ja 4 and 4 3 ja. Now student, our product is 3. Our product is 3, but 3 upon 1. Here 1 is left out, as you know. So our result is only 3. That is called multiplication of. That is called multiplication of fraction. Nothing except it. That is a simple thing. We have learned in class 6 how we can multiply the integer, how we can multiply two numbers together. And in this class, we are starting this topic, multiplication of fraction. Understood the topic, everyone? Now students, we are starting some problems from our book. Okay, in your syllabus you have the R.D. Sharma. Okay, everyone should buy the book. This is exercise. This is exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2. In first exercise we have done adding and subtraction, simplification. In this exercise, the second chapter, the second exercise 2.2. Our first problem given here, multiply. And the sums are first here given 7 upon 11 multiply 3 upon 5. 7 upon 11 multiply 3 upon 5. 7 upon 11 multiply 3 upon 5. Okay. You have the idea. You can multiply it. 7 multiply 3 upon 11 multiply 5. Okay. Can you do? Very good. Now we should find the common divisor. No common divisor between 5 and 7. No common divisor between 3 and 11. So no common divisor here at all. बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Now we should multiply 7 3 are 21 and 11 5 are 55. 7 3 are 21 and 11 5 are 55. So our product is 21 upon 55. 21 upon 55. Hello student. We should mind the class of fraction also. Class of fraction. Which type of fraction this is? Proper fraction. This is the proper fraction. Okay, done by us in our previous class. This is the proper fraction. Why this is the proper fraction? Because its numerator is 21 and denominator is 55, which is greater than numerator. So this type of fraction is proper fraction. Okay? Okay? So this type of fraction is proper fraction. You need not to change the fraction into mixed fraction. Okay? Now students, second sum. Second sum. Take here. Oh, fourth sum. In the first, 3 whole number 1 upon 8 by 4 whole number 10 upon 11. 4 whole number 10 upon 11. 3 whole number 1 upon 8 by 4 whole number 10 upon 11. Okay? My multiply. Exercise 2.2. Sum number 1 part 4. 3 whole number 1 upon 8 by 4 whole number 10 upon 11. What is its meaning? Multiply 3 whole number 1 upon 8 by 4 whole number 10 upon 11. Student, these type of fractions are called mixed fraction. What? Mixed fraction. So, from the mixed fraction, okay, we should get the improper fraction. 8 3 are 24, 125 upon 8. Do you know? Take 8 3 are 28 plus 1 is 25, 25 upon 8. Now that is the improper fraction. Okay, we have changed this mixed fraction into improper fraction first. By 4 11 are 44 or 11 4 are 44 plus 10 54. Okay, 54 upon 11. Okay, this is also an improper fraction. Okay, we have changed these two mixed fraction into improper fraction. Recall the concept. Okay, we have changed these two mixed fraction into improper fraction. Okay, that is called simplification. That is called simplification. Okay, we should mind first our concept. We should mind first our topic, multiplication of fraction. But we should take help from simplification also. Okay, The fractions are not given either proper or improper. They are given in mixed. So first of all, we should change the improper fraction into mixed fraction into improper fraction. Then we will go in today's concept. Now write 25 upon 8 multiply 54 upon 11. Okay, 54 upon 11, am I right? Now student, we should write 25 multiply 54 upon 8 multiply 11. Okay, now we should check the common divisor. Try to select the common divisor from numerator and denominator. Okay, student, 25 and 11 having no common divisor. 25, 11 having no common divisor, but 54 and 8 having the common divisor. Because 54 divisible by 2 and 8 is also divisible by 2. 8 is the multiple of 2. 54 is the multiple of 2. Okay, so we can divide it. 2 4 is 8. 2 2 is 4. Okay, and 2 7 is 14. So 27 2 is 54 and 8 2 is 4 2 is 8. Now in 27 and 4, no common divisor. In 27 and 4, no common divisor. In 27 and 11, no common divisor. In 25 11, no common divisor. In 25 4, no common divisor. Okay, it means no common divisor at all. बिल्कुल नहीं है अब. Now we should multiply numerator to numerator. 25 multiply 27. Okay. 25 multiply 27. It means 675 I am. Okay, you can multiply yourself also. 675. 25 multiply 27 equal to 625. You can multiply also 27, 25. Five, 7, 6. Am I right? Upon 4 multiply 11. 11 4 44. So 675 upon 44. Now you should think about this type of fraction. Improper. And for the improper, we need the mix. Now we will divide 675 by 44. Can you divide? Can you divide yourself? 44 1s are 44. Take your simple operation, everyone. 44 1s are 44. 3, 2. Now 5. 235. 45 is 200. 4 5 is 20. 45 is 200 and 4 5 is 20. So 44 5 is 220. Okay. 44 5 is 220. How? 45 is 200 and 4 5 is 20. Okay, you can multiply also. Now 5, 1, 0. So student, 15 is remainder now. And we should write this in its mixed fraction form. 15 whole number 15 upon 44. 15 whole number 15 upon 44. That is your product. In this way, you should do the operation. Understood? Understood everything? What is happening in your class? Okay. Don't be absent-minded. Now, students, second type of sum. Same. Find the product. Okay. Third type of sum here. First and second, they are similar. Third type of sum in this exercise, simplify. 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 Two whole number, third part, two whole number, 2 upon 17, multiply 7 whole number, 2 upon 9, multiply 1 whole number, 33 upon 52. Two whole number 2 upon 17, multiply 7 whole number 2 upon 9, multiply 1 whole number 33 upon 52. Okay, student, they all are mixed fraction. They all are mixed fraction. Okay. A student, if you are going to multiply these two in the simple way, so this is the multiplicand, that is the multiplier. You will get a result. That is the product. Now your product will be multiplicand, then that will be multiplier, then you will get the result. That will be the product also. Okay. They are given together. So we should change these three mixed fractions into their improper fraction. 17 to the 34, 34 to 36 upon 17. Multiply 7 9 ja 63. 7 9 ja 63 and 2 65 upon 9. Multiply 52 1 ja 52. 52 plus 33 equal to 85. Am I right? Mind your simple operation. Okay. Everybody mind the simple operation. You are only responsible for this. Okay. If I am writing 85 instead of 58, that is not my problem. Okay. Mind the simple operation always. Okay. Am I right? These three are improper fraction. These three are improper fraction. Now follow the system. Now follow the system. You can do together. You can do together. 36 multiply 65 upon 17 multiply 9. Okay. Now this is the multiplication. This is the product. This is the product for these two. One is the multiplicand, another is the multiplier. So this is the product now. This is the product now. We should multiply this product by this multiplier. Okay. Now this product is multiplicand and this is the multiplier. Okay, that is the real system. Understood? Listen again. You have three terms. It means more than two fractions. But we know only three departments in multiply. One is multiplicand, another is multiplier, another one is product. Okay. Here three are given. So first we should multiply these two. Okay. These two, if parenthesis not given, okay, or given, don't mind it. First we should multiply these two and find the product. That product will be the second multiplicand, okay? And the last will be the multiplier. Then we will do the multiplication, okay? Thank you. Now students, try to select the common divisor here. 9 1 ja 9, 9 4 ja 36. Am I right? Come slowly. 9 1 ja 9, 9 4 ja 36. Okay, no common divisor between 65 and 17. 65 and 17, no common divisor. Now we should write. Okay, why write? We should think about this product only. This is our product. 4 multiply 65, this is the product. Okay, and 17. And that is the multiplier. Now we will multiply this multiplicand by that multiplier. So we should select, or we should write in this way: 4 multiply 65 multiply 85, okay, upon 17 multiply 52. Take the numerator 4 multiply 65 multiply 85. Now take the denominator 17 and 52. Understood, student? Now check the common divisor. Common divisor. Okay, can you select a common divisor between 65 and 52? Okay, do you know that dosing table of 13? 13 4 ja 52 and 13 5 ja 65. 13 4 ja 52 and 13 5 ja 65. Now for 17 and 85, can you select? Okay, because 85 is a multiple of 17. 17 1 ja 17, 17 5 ja 85. Now between 4 and 4, 4 1 ja 4, 4 1 ja 4. Okay. Now student, you have the product 5 and 5. Only 5 multiply 5 is 25. 5 multiply 5 is 25. It means 25 upon 1. That is your product. Understood the manner? Understood the manner? So you can multiply together at once. Okay, in the same time, you can multiply these three. 36 multiply 65 multiply 85 upon 17 multiply 9 multiply 52. Okay, generally people do so. Okay, but this is the real manner. Okay, thank you. In this way, you should do the simplify. Now, student, come in fourth type of sum. Fourth type of sum. That will be find. Written in your book. Find. What find? 1 upon 2 of first sum. 1 upon 2 of 4 whole number 2 upon 9. 4 whole number 2 upon 9. Find 1 upon 2 of 4 whole number 2 upon 9. Okay? Do you know the word of? Multiply. Board mass. Okay? But don't change of into multiply. Okay? Only write 1 upon 2 of 4 9 are 36. 36 to 38. 38 upon 9. Okay. Now, you should mind 1 and 38, they are the numerator, and 2 and 9, they are the denominator. Okay, you should select the common divisor between 2 and 38, between 9 and 38, etc. Okay, between 2 and 38, student, 2 1 are 2, 19 2 are 38. 2 1 are 2, 19 2 are 38. Now between 19 and 9, no common divisor. So we should write 1 multiply 19 is 19 and 9 multiply 1 here left out is 9. But this fraction is improper. This fraction is improper. Now we will divide 19 by 9. Okay. 9 2 are 18. 1. And now you should write 2 whole number 1 upon 9. 2 whole number 1 upon 9 now. Understood the meaning of this sum? Okay. In this way, you should do all the sum given here. Now, fifth type of sum, student. Which is greater? Which is greater? Take down. Which is greater? Which is greater? Fifth type of sum in your book, R.D. Sharma. Which is greater? 1 upon 2 of 6 upon 7 or 2 upon 3 of 3 upon 7. Which is greater? 1 upon 2 of 6 upon 7 or 2 upon 3 of 3 upon 7. It means which is greater? This is first, that is second. This is first and that is second. Which one is greater? Okay. Don't mind the single fraction, don't mind. Okay. 1 upon 2 of 6 upon 7. What is this? Suppose that there are 10 toffees and 2 students also, Rohan and Mohan. Okay, divided into 2 parts. So Rohan will get 5 and Mohan will get also 5. In the term of fraction, okay, if do you want to express your feeling, which part of toffee got by Rohan? Okay, Rohan got the toffee 1 upon 2 of 10. Rohan got the toffee 1 upon 2 of 10. Mohan got the toffee 1 upon 2 of 10 also. Okay, that is the meaning of this type of sum. Understood? Very good. Now, which one is greater? 1 upon 2 of 6 upon 7 or 2 upon 3 of 3 upon 7? We should simplify first. How? We will select the common divisor between 2 and 6, between 1 and 7, between 6 and 7. Okay? Between 6 and 7, no common divisor. Between 1 and 7, no common divisor. Between 2 and 6, common divisor. 2 1 are 2, 2 3 are 6. Okay? Now, for the second, 2 upon 3 of 3 upon 7. We should select the common divisor of 2 and 7. No common divisor. Between 3 and 3, yeah, 3 1 are 3, 3 1 are 3. Now we are free, student. Now multiply. 1 multiply 3 is 3. 7 multiply 1 is 7. Or 2 multiply 1 is 2. And 7 multiply 1 is 7. So here 3 upon 7. Here 2 upon 7. Now one is 2 upon 7. Another is 3 upon 7. Which one is greater? Now we should mind the fraction having same denominator. Okay. We should mind the fraction having same denominator. It means, okay, we should decide which one is larger, which one is smaller according to their numerator. According to their numerator. If the fraction having the same denominator, if numerator is larger, then the fraction will be larger. If the numerator is smaller, then the fraction will be smaller. Very good. A student, they are the fraction having same denominator. Okay. And the question is asking which is greater? If numerator is greater, then the fraction is greater. If numerator is smaller, then the fraction is smaller. So 3 is larger than 2. 3 is larger than 2. Okay, here 3 upon 7 is larger than 2 upon 7. Recall tang fellow. 3 upon 7 is larger than 2 upon 7. Or, okay, 1 upon 2 of 6 upon 7 is larger than 2 upon 3 of 3 upon 7. You should write so. That is the manner. You should write so. 1 upon 2 of 6 upon 7 is larger than 2 upon 3 of 3 upon 7. Understood? For this type of sum, you should do in this way. इसी तरह से आप काम करेंगे. Okay? Okay, student? Have you done? Have you done? Very good. So, fifth type of sum, that may be in this way. Sixth type of sum, student. Find. Again, find. I am writing first sum, second sum. First is very simple. 5 upon 9 of 108 meters. 108 meters. 5 upon 9 of 108 meters. 5 upon 9 of 108. Understood? Here, student, you should mind 5 upon 9 of 108 kilometer. 509 of 108 meter. 5 upon 9 of 108 centimeter. Okay? 5 upon 9 of 108 kilogram. Okay? Anything it may be. Anything it may be. What will be the system? 5 upon 9 of 108. Okay? So, we can write 5 upon 9 of 108 upon 1. We should think. Okay? But 1 is left out. Take here. Now, we should select the common divisor between 1 and 5. 1 is a multiplicative identity. So, don't mind it. Now, between 9 and 108. Okay? 108 is the multiple of 9. Okay, I am thinking so. Am I right? Okay. 9 1 is 9. 9 1 ja 9 1, 9 2 ja 18. Now student no denominator except of 1. So multiply the numerator 5 and 12. 12 of 5 is 60. And here unit is given meter. So we should write here meter. Okay. 60 meters. 60 meters. Okay. 60 meters. Understood this type of sum? I am giving you again one more. Sum number 8. 5 upon 6 of a day. 5 upon 6 of a day. Okay, what do you mean by day? 5 upon 6 of a day. It may be 1 year. Okay. It may be 1 month. Okay. But here 1 day. A day means 1 day. There is the unit here. Okay. Okay. Now student, we should start 5 upon 6 of 1 day. How many hours? 24 hours. Okay. So we should write here 24 hours. Smaller unit. We should change the larger unit. If that is not divisible by this, okay, so it's a smaller unit. Understood? Now student 6 1 ja 6 because 1 is left out here. 6 1 ja 6, 6 4 ja 24. Now multiply 4 and 5. 4 5 ja 20 hours. Okay. 4 5 ja 20 hours. So 5 upon 6 of 1 day will be 20 hours. 5 upon 6 of 1 day will be 20 hours. Okay. Now student, sum number 9. In the same part of question, 2 upon 7 of a week. 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 Okay, week do you know? 7 days. Week, 1 week equal to 7 days. Now you should write 2 upon 7 of 7 days. 2 upon 7 of 7 days. 7 means 7 upon 1. So we will divide 7 by 7. 7 1 ja 7, 7 1 ja 7. Now you have the product only 2. So our answer will be 2 days. 2 upon 7 of 1 day. 2 upon 7 of 1 week is 2 days. 2 upon 7 of 1 week is 2 days. Understood? Understood? No problem now? Thank you. So this type of problem, they may be. Now we are going in words problem. Words problem. Types 7. Types 7. Sum number 7. Sikha plants 5 saplings. 5 saplings. Take down. Sikha plants 5 saplings. Sikha plants 5 saplings. saplings in a row in her garden. In a row in her garden. In her garden. Okay? Full stop. The distance between two adjacent saplings. The distance between two adjacent sapling. The distance between two adjacent saplings, okay, is 3/4 meter. Is 3/4 meter. Find the distance between the first and the last. Find the distance between the first and the last. And the last sapling. You should write sapling. Okay? Understood? Take down easily. Shikha plants 5 saplings in a row in her garden. Shikha plants 5 saplings in a row in her garden. Okay? Okay? The distance between two sapling, adjacent sapling, the distance between two adjacent, do you know? One will come after another. That is adjacent. Okay, the distance between two adjacent sapling is 3/4 meter. Then find the distance between those two saplings. One is first, another is last. Okay, understood? So we should plant the sapling. We are Shikha now. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. How many saplings here? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Do you know the word adjacent? Do you know the word adjacent? Suppose that 1 and 2. This is the first sapling, this is the second sapling. So these two are called adjacent sapling. Now student, this is the second, that is the third. So these two are called adjacent sapling. Student, this is the third, that is the fourth. So these two are called adjacent sapling. This is the fourth sapling, that is the fifth sapling. So these two are called adjacent sapling. Okay. Distance between two adjacent sapling anywhere. कहीं भी distance between two adjacent sapling is given 3/4 meter. It means distance between the adjacent sapling 3/4 meter. It means distance between second and third also 3/4. Distance between third and fourth also 3/4. Distance between fourth and fifth also 3/4. So how many 3/4 here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sapling how many? 5. Okay. Sapling how many? 5. And how many distances? 3/4 here in your garden? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And question is asking, find the distance between first and the last. Okay. This is the first and that is the last. If you want to go from first to the last, so how many distance you have to walk? Okay. You should think yourself. Number of sapling, 5. Number of sapling equal to 5. Distance between two sapling, distance between two sapling, adjacent sapling, two adjacent sapling, adjacent sapling equal to 3/4 meter. So that distance between first and last, distance between first and last sapling equal to 3 upon 4 multiply 3 upon 4 multiply 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 3 upon 4 multiply 4. Now 4 cancelled by 4 and your answer will be 3 meter. So distance between first and the last sapling is 3 meter. How we can get 3 meter? You should think. That type of question is called word problem related to fraction. Okay? All word problems given in your exercise, they are related to simple fraction. Just like multiplication, find, simplification, etc. Okay? For the sum word problem related to our daily life, you should mind the diagram also. If you are Sikha, you want to plant 5 sapling in your garden. So you should buy 5 sapling together. Okay. Making a row, adjust the 5 sapling. Okay. Then you should mind the distance. Distance between 2 adjacent 3 upon 4. So these 2 adjacent also 3 upon 4. So these 2 adjacent also 3 upon 4. These 2 adjacent also 3 upon 4. So how many 3 upon 4 for the 5 sapling? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will multiply 3 upon 4 by 4. Then we can get our result. Okay. Understood, student? I hope you should try to complete this exercise and select your problem. Then you will ask in our next class. Thank you. All the best.